down at the beach looking for a spot to paint. I really like this here. The water's right there, so I can make sure I don't forget myself. Yeah, I think I like that. I'm thinking more drawing because the light is changing. But I've got my stuff here, so I think we'll just set up and do something before it's sunset. Here we are, and now we're gonna pop this here and get this and hang that there. And sketchbook I've got in here. I think I'll just do a little like sketching for now. Right, I think we're set up pretty dang good. Seems reasonably sturdy, everything. And I'm just going to try and paint something. This is so beautiful. My sister's over there painting. My plan is, the light is it's fading very quickly now, but I want to get this area here, just here, and I'm just sketching it for now because that doesn't rely on the light. And then I can go home and add in my own mermaid and come back here and color it in when I can see my beautiful colors right from life. I tell you, I just started and I feel the absolute magic of being quiet by the ocean alone. I'm so happy right now. So pretty. Look where I am. Look where I am. Is this not every artist's dream? Or is it just mine? I could live here forever on one of those houses just up there. My first little painting. I quite like it, but I did have a lot of fun painting it, so that's the main thing. And I think I learned quite a bit about painting rocks. I've moved a little bit further down the coast, and there are these rocks here, really pointy ones with this ledge, and I think it'd be very cool to do some kind of more detailed mermaid painting with maybe a few of them. And I've got this one nice piece of watercolor paper. Very overcast and beautiful, stormy looking today, and I just went for a swim, which was very cold. And if you see that giant cruise ship out there, there have been people walking around that actually came and asked about my art and if they could see it and wanted to know my Instagram and stuff, so that was kind of cool. But they were French Canadians, and then there were some other ones, so that's really cool. People from all around the world getting off this ship and just having a chat. I found this spot yesterday and the water was coming right up here, so I had to come early morning to paint it. But right now the sun is like very much behind here, so it is quite hard to see this, but I am still getting some nice shapes down. So this is a beautiful rock that I think just has a brilliant Peter Pan mermaid type shape. Here's what I've got right now. I am simplifying a few of the many complicated rocks down here, but we're going well. Right, well I'm all set up here to paint this piece now. I left off last time finishing the ink of this. Thankfully I mostly finished all the lines I wanted to make because I went for a swim, came back and my cap obviously wasn't on, which I didn't realise. I closed up my box, went to take it away, giving it a nice shake, and then I remembered something I needed to grab out of here. Opened it up and I realised I had spilled the entire bottle of ink over everything. You can see it's marking here. It got in my watercolors, thankfully just the black and brown somehow, and on a bunch of my brushes, so no more ink, a bunch of mess, but not the end of the world. It's a perfect day for it, I think, because it's overcast. Usually the sun would be right behind here and it would be hard to see this, and having no direct lighting will make it easier to paint because I kind of just want to get the shapes and the colors and make it reasonably simple. So. Right, we're finished with the painting, just as the wind has picked up quite a bit and there are a lot of waves, so I think I'll head off now, but I'm really happy with how it turned out. And I feel like I captured the essence of the rock very well, and my mermaids I actually am pretty happy with as well, even though they were very tiny and kind of tricky to paint. I wanted something kind of leaning and very tall, so one of the mermaids could be sitting down here and one could be up there. And there's a good spot right here on the sand to draw and set up my easel later to paint. It is looking a little cold. Hopefully the sun will come out and I'll be able to go for a swim. But for now I think I'll just sketch this rock onto my piece of paper that I have, a nice piece, and I'll clip it onto my book so it doesn't fly away. I would like it to match my other piece, but sadly all my ink is gone, so I think I'm going to use either colored pencil, like sharp and hard for the lines, or just a lead pencil and just do it a little different style. Right, well I've started to get the general shape of the rocks down, but I am taking some liberties, like I've connected some of these areas up top because I need the mermaid to be in a certain spot. I do really like the shape of this and how there's a spot to sit underneath and then up high. It really suits what I have in mind. You see all that mist on the mainland, or rather right on top of the water. Looks like the land is just rising up out of nowhere. It's so beautiful. I like to just start these often by just blocking in with one kind of very light color. It just gives me a good sense of the silhouette and all the shapes, and feels much more manageable from that point on. I think I'm not going to do any background on this, I just want to do the figures, and like my last piece, I'll probably just put some little ripples as an indication of the water down here. Going well and I'm almost done, but I've just realized the tide is coming up and the bottom of my easel is wet and this will soon all be underwater, so I think it's time to pack up and I can finish it later and at home. We're leaving tomorrow, which is very sad because it's been such a great trip and I've loved doing all the painting on the beach and swimming and climbing and foraging around all the rock pools looking for shells and feeling just like a mermaid. And we've had like kind of cloudy, stormy-ish days and then hot, sunny days. And I've just had all the emotional, beautiful feelings that you get at the beach. As someone who paints and just loves the seaside. And I've actually been so lucky while I've been here because it's a full moon. I didn't even realize that was going to line up, but every single clear night, which has been about 3 or 4 of them, the big full golden moon has risen above the sea and just lit up the sea. And I definitely need to do some kind of painting of that when I get back because the feeling. And we've also been watching H2O, which has lined up perfectly with all the full moon mermaid stuff, you know, by the Australian Sea. Anyway, heading back tomorrow to finally start more of my big painting ideas that I hopefully have, if I can gather my thoughts and my inspiration and everything and just do it. But thanks for coming along this video and watching me while I paint by the sea. It has been quite an experience. If you are someone who lives by the sea or just anywhere pretty that wants to kind of paint outside or sketch or just take your pencil and paper out there, I would highly recommend it. This is the first time that I myself have really gotten into it and it's been so wonderful, and I'll certainly be doing it more in future, though probably not anywhere quite as beautiful as this for a while. Thanks for watching and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.